Now let us have a look at our next tactic, which is checking the assumption and conditions. So here mainly the LLMs are trained on massive amount of data, okay? Now this can actually include a lot of biases. Considering the assumptions that the LLM might make based on its training and incorporate prompts that address them. So, for instance, we can have prompt like factually accurate news articles, which will actually help mitigate potential biases, right? So, basically, you can ask it that if you're giving a particular fact, then check if the fact is correct or not. Make sure that it is taken from an actual data and not something made up. Next, you need to verify the task feasibility, right? You need to make sure that before prompting, ensure that the task itself is actually achievable. Okay, it should be capable to be completed by someone, a human being. Okay, and then you ask the LLM to do it. Okay, so let's say if you're asking LLM to write a song in a language which does not really exist, so that is an impossible task. LLM cannot do that. So you cannot ask LLM to do something which no one else can do, right? So make sure that the task is possible. And secondly, if you're asking for some facts, if you're asking for certain information, then make sure that it is actually accurate and present in some particular news article or something like that. Okay, and obviously the first thing which I told you is that LLM is not for information retrieval, so you need to keep that in mind. But if you are using it for information retrieval, then make sure that it is not making up things. Okay, so let us go ahead and check that. So here is our third tactic, which is asking the model to check whether the conditions are satisfied. So what we have done here is we have given it a complete steps for making a cup of tea, okay? And then we are asking it that you will be provided with text delimited by triple quotes if it contains a sequence of instructions. So it is validating that if it contains a sequence of instructions, then rewrite those instructions in the following format, right? So it is giving it a structure in which it needs to write it. It needs to validate if it is given, if the text is given with step of instruction, then only it needs to rewrite it. Otherwise, it will not rewrite it. And the first thing, that it is delimited by triple quotes. So we are following all the three rules here. Okay. Then if the text does not exist, then you write no steps provided. So this is our task. Let us run this. So we can simply say completion for task 1. We don't need to do this. Let's run this. Now here you can see that we ran this tactic 3, and here we got the result, that is I have tried using regular expression to extract the instruction, but I'm not able to get the desired output. So it is not able to understand what were these instructions. It is not able to understand this, that this is an instruction, this is a set of instructions. So it is also giving us regards and salutation. So this seems decent, but looks like that it needs certain improvisation for a temperature 0.5. Now I have ran this again with a temperature 0.2, and here again it is giving I have tried regular expression, and then it is saying can someone please help, thank you. So what happens here is that although my model is understanding the task, but it has never seen that type of data. So it understands that it has to use regular expression to find out the instructions, but it does not really know what instructions actually look like. So it is not able to solve this problem. So this is where we get the next tactic. Okay, this is where we get to the next step of it. So let us go ahead and have a look at the next tactic.